In question 8, we are given that ABCD is a rectangle in which the diagonal AC bisects angle A as well as angle C. So I've drawn this figure for you in which ABCD is a rectangle and the diagonal AC bisects angle A. It also bisects angle C, but I have not shown that here. And this means that angle BAC and angle DAC are equal. Now we have to show that ABCD is a square. By virtue of the fact that AC bisects angle A as well as angle C, we have to show that ABCD is a square. We also have to show that if we draw the diagonal BD, it will bisect angle B as well as angle D. Now, we had a question similar to this in a previous question of this exercise in question number 6, where we showed that if the diagonal of a parallelogram bisects an angle of the parallelogram, then that parallelogram is a rhombus. If you want, you can go back and watch the video of that question number 6 of this exercise. But I'm still going to prove this question from scratch once again, so that it's easy for you to follow. Okay, so we are told that the angle at A is bisected, so angle BAC and angle DAC are equal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and prove that AB and BC are equal, because in a rectangle, if adjacent sides are equal, then that rectangle is a square, and that will help us prove that ABCD is a square. So first, let's compare the angle DAC and the angle here, this angle here, which is angle BCA. So we can say that angle DAC must be equal to angle BCA, because these two angles are alternate interior angles. But we are also told that angle DAC is equal to angle BAC. This is given to us. The angle here DAC and the angle here BAC, they are equal because we are given that AC bisects angle A. So if we compare these two equalities, we have DAC on the left side on both, and we have BCA and BAC. So from here we can conclude that angle BAC is equal to angle BCA, which means that this angle BAC and this angle BCA, they are equal, and hence the sides opposite these angles in triangle ABC should also be equal. So we can say that the side opposite angle BAC is this side BC, and the side opposite angle BCA is this side AB. So we can say that BC is equal to AB, and the reason is that sides opposite equal angles are equal. Okay, so we have proven that BC and AB are equal. So ABCD is a rectangle in which adjacent sides are equal, and this means that ABCD is a square. So this completes the first part of the question, ABCD is a square. Now we have to show that the diagonal BD bisects angle B as well as angle D. So here's the diagonal BD that I've drawn, and we will show that the angle at B gets bisected, and the proof for angle D can be done similarly. So we have to show that the angle, this angle CBD and this angle ABD, they are equal. So the way we can prove this is we can compare this angle CBD with this angle here, which is CDB. These two angles should be equal because in triangle BCD, BC and CD are equal, because we proved in the previous part that ABCD is a square. So all four sides of ABCD are equal. So we can say that in triangle BCD, BC and CD are equal because ABCD is a square, and this means that the angles opposite these sides are also equal. So the angle opposite side BC is this angle CDB. So angle CDB is equal to the angle opposite side CD is this angle, which is angle CBD. So these two angles are equal, and the reason is angles opposite equal sides are equal. Alright, so this is what we have, but we can also say that the angle CDB is equal to angle ABD because these two are alternate interior angles. So let's write this. Angle CDB is also equal to angle ABD, as these two angles are alternate interior angles on the parallels AB and CD. So if we compare these two equalities we have written, we have angle CDB on the left side on both, and we have angle CBD and angle ABD on the right side. So these two must be equal. So we get angle CBD must be equal to angle ABD. And this basically means that this angle CBD and this angle ABD, they are equal. And from here we can now conclude that BD bisects angle B. And similarly we can show that the angle at D is also getting bisected. But if this question comes on an actual test, once you have done the proof for angle B, once you have shown that BD bisects angle B, you can simply write that in a similar way BD will bisect angle D also. Okay, so that completes part 2, and with this we have completed question number 8.
To learn more about how Cuemath can help you crack school and board exams, explore Cuemath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.